I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. Good morning, good morning. I'm Tyffany Howard, and this is Let's Talk. Let's talk. Who am I? A lesbian. And if you're wondering why I'm all bundled up, if you've been following me, you know I'm from Austin, Texas, and I moved to Tejas, New Mexico. And this morning, it's 24 degrees outside. I'm a Texas girl. I'm not used to this cold weather, so I'm bundled up. And to all my vegan friends, I am a vegan. This is not an animal. Okay, so let's get to our talk. Who am I? A lesbian. What is a lesbian? I don't know. It's who I am. I can tell you what I think it is. It's a woman who loves other women, loves partnering with other women, loves having sexual experiences with other women. It's who you are. You don't have to put yourself in a box. But what I've noticed in our community is that we are trying to figure out who we are in unhealthy ways. And what I mean is the over drinking and maybe some drugs, the bed hopping from this one to that one to this one to that one. If that's what you do, cool, that's what you do. If you're just having fun and that's what you do, let that other person know that that's what I'm doing. But I think the majority of the ladies in our community are bed hopping, trying to figure out who they are. And the violence. Wow. When I was a prosecutor, I got all the alternative cases, the lesbian cases, the lesbian assault cases, and it just amazed me, shocked me that we have women out there just beating up, assaulting their partners. Those are the unhealthy things I'm talking about, because you're trying to figure out who you are. And those things that it's just not cool, okay? Because we have to come from a place of love. So you're trying to figure out who you are because other people have told you this is what a lesbian is. A lesbian's this way, a lesbian's that way. Oh, I have great stories about that. I was a baby lesbian and I dated this girl from Duluth. And I flew to Minnesota and we went to Duluth Superior Pride. And I met some great people, great women. But, you know, they were curious about me. Why? Because I don't drink. And they were all freaked out that I didn't drink. Why didn't I drink? I'm a lesbian. I'm supposed to drink. Gay people drink, and I've noticed that. Gay people drink, and I don't drink. And so they were feeling self-conscious about their drinking. Well, that had nothing to do with me. Why were you feeling self-conscious? It's because that's not your truth. If you're feeling self-conscious about it, it's not your truth. You were drinking maybe because you were trying to just self-medicate. Figure out who you are, okay? Who are you? Who are we? We're souls having a human experience. We're light. And part of our human experience, you're having a human experience, I'm having a human experience as a lesbian, as an African American lesbian, and all the other personal identity characteristics. That's all it is. You don't have to put yourself in a box. You are a soul in a body, or a body in a soul, having an experience as a lesbian. Don't become like everyone else in the world, wanting to put yourself in a box and other women in a box. You're judging yourself, and then that leads to judging others. I was told I wasn't a lesbian because I didn't dress a certain way. I didn't know there was a rule book on how lesbians were supposed to dress. I didn't know lesbians were supposed to drink, were supposed to dress, were supposed to sleep with everybody, because I don't do any of those things. I just love women. Okay, I didn't know, certain lesbians have short hair, certain lesbians do this, certain lesbians do that. That's too complicated. That's a bunch of mind-made crap. Okay? You're trying to figure it out. That's why you're going through this angst and the suffering and the pain. It's because you don't know who you are. Who are you? I just told you. You're light. You're a soul. You're a soul who accepted the experience of being a lesbian. Ha ha ha, that's it. Oh, my nose is running. Oh, better go catch it. I'm silly. I am. I've accepted that about myself. So, why are we trying to figure out who we are? Remember my first video? I talked about self-love? That we had to learn how to love ourselves. And you know why we don't love ourselves? It's because most of us don't think that we are enough. In one of my videos, I mentioned a book that I love so much. Panache Desai wrote it, Discovering Your Soul Signature. And in one of his chapters, he talks about that we have this belief that we are not enough. I read that book in 2014. I don't know, July maybe. And when I read that chapter, it resonated with me. That all the things that I did, that how I felt, every time a relationship ended, I felt like, they would have loved me. She would have loved me if I were enough. She would have loved me if I were enough. Relationship after relationship. Where did it come from? I realized it came from my childhood. I believed that my parents would have loved me if I were enough. They would have come to my games, would have come to my award ceremonies, would have come to my band recitals if I were enough, would have hugged me if I were enough, would have told me, I love you, Tyffany, if I were enough. And that's where it came from. I believed that I wasn't enough. And I carried that on into adulthood. And so when something didn't go right for me, I thought that I wasn't enough. When the relationship ended, I thought that I wasn't enough. And that played out in my relationships. That played out in my relationships with money, with people, with myself, with my work, with my personal identity. I created a personal identity that said, I'm enough. I'm this lawyer, powerful trial attorney. And when I gave up being a lawyer, I went into a depression because I wasn't grateful for what I had and because I believed that I wasn't enough because I was no longer a lawyer. And that was a lie, because that's an illusion. Being African American, being a lawyer, being a lesbian, being whatever is an illusion. It's a human experience. It's part of this human experience that we have accepted. We are enough. We are light. We are beautiful souls. We are angels. So everything that we do in our community that's unhealthy, we act out because we don't believe we are enough. When you learn and accept that you are enough, your life will change. You will change. I'm telling you, you are enough. See me as the person who gave you the impression that you were not enough. See me as your mother, your father, your teacher, a friend, a neighbor, someone on the street, someone at your job, your boss. and hear them through me saying, you are enough. So, ladies, if you can just accept that you are enough, you're on the road to self-love. How do you make that a practice? Same way I made it a practice. Every morning I go in the front of the mirror, go to any mirror, usually in the bathroom, and I do my little dance. I sing my grateful song. I'm grateful, grateful for my life, grateful, 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 grateful. And I tell myself, I am enough. I am worthy. I am valuable. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I am loved. I am loving. I am beautiful. I am kind and generous. I am enough. You are enough. Think about it. All the things that we do in our community, all the things that you do personally, stem from the belief, the false belief that you are not enough. Why is it a belief? Because you've told yourself over and over and over and over. It's a thought you've had that you are not enough, and it became a belief because you've done it long enough. How do you change it? Start telling yourself that you are enough. Start telling yourself that you are wonderful, that you are a great daughter, that you are a great friend, that you are a great musician, that you are a beautiful soul on this planet, living a human experience as a woman who loves other women. Now we all have masculine and feminine energy, whether you are male or whether you are a female, man or woman. And sometimes our masculine energy will be stronger than the feminine energy. It's okay. Accept who you are. You haven't accepted it yet. You haven't accepted the skin or the body that you're in. The Buddhists believe in what's called the formless. And I was trying to explain this to someone because this is how on what I believe. Excuse me. I believe in the formless. I don't see a form. I feel the energy, and I'm drawn to that energy. At one time, I was drawn to male energy, the masculine energy of a man. But I later realized that deep down, I've always been drawn to the energy that's in the form, in the shell of a female body. And that's all it is. This is a shell. This is an earth suit. And in this earth suit, I love women. You love women. And it's okay. Accept it. If you're in a female body and you yearn to be in a male body, do something about it. It's okay. Who cares about other people's opinions? That's their opinion. You will continue to suffer if you allow other people's opinion determine how you feel about yourself. Your family. Who cares what they think? I'm your family. We're all family anyway. We come from one creator, so we're all family. You are enough as you are. Stop making it so complicated. Stop being a slave to your thoughts, to the images in your head. Change them. Do something out of the box. Love yourself. Right? You don't have to wear certain clothes. You don't have to walk a certain way, talk a certain way, be a certain way. Be you. That's all you have to do is be you. Have the courage to be you. A woman who loves other women the way that you love. Stop self-medicating. You can stop right now trying to figure out who you are. You are a soul living a human experience as a lesbian. It's not right or wrong. It's not bad or good. It just is. You will be what you tell yourself you are, because that's how the mind works. Just be loving. Society may say that loving a woman as a woman is not normal. It's the most normal thing in the world, whatever normal is, if you feed into that. It's normal to love, because we are love. This body, this earth suit, it's just a personal identity. It's just what you agreed to come in, to form in. When you accepted this human experience, to live it out. That's all it is. And it's beautiful. Who am I? A lesbian. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I can accept myself as I am, loving women, loving myself, loving women. I accept that a lesbian is anything, anyone that I want it to be. For me, it's me. Someone who doesn't drink, someone who doesn't bed hop, someone whose word is impeccable, someone who doesn't harm another beautiful soul, someone who loves being in the cold air, thinking about the girl that I love, someone who knows that I am love and can't help but be anything other than that. A woman who is sometimes, whose masculine energy sometimes is stronger than her feminine energy. Sometimes I want to be held and nurtured. Sometimes I want to put things together. Going with the flow of life. Stop trying to figure out who you are. You are you. And the you that is strong enough to be the you that you are is beautiful. You are enough. And don't forget it. And when someone asks you who you are, be proud to say, I'm a soul experiencing life as a lesbian, as an African American, as an Asian American, Hispanic American, as a Caucasian, or as I like to see it, as a human being. Let go of all the false identities. Let them go. Who am I? I'm a lesbian. Thank you. Thank you as always. You are enough. You're beautiful. You're loved. I love you. Namaste. We are family. I got all my sisters with me.